Poverty and livelihood impacts of MAPS project in India and Nepal. Social capital is a multidimensional concept referring to the relationship between individuals, households, communities, and institutions, and the benefits that accrue from this association. This is because collective decisions like agreeing on common rules and common practices are crucial when managing natural resources. To explore the role of social capital in the case of poverty and livelihood impacts of MAPS, it is necessary to consider bonding, bridging, and linking. Each type of tie is important for household livelihoods. The balanced combination of these three makes a difference in the lives of poor to improve their resilience capacity. This case is going to show that linking with other organizations, formal institutions, or people in power can facilitate activities such as trading, marketing, and building powerful networks. With bridging, connections are made with people outside the demographic sense. Likewise, it seems bonding is already widely practiced among indigenous communities. They collect the maps together, they buy the same supplies, and they share religions, spiritual values, and cultural ideologies. Even though the community was not aware that they have this type of tie, the project wants to maximize this important asset and enhance other areas. Ideally, a good balance between bonding, bridging, and linking social capital is expected. The production, collection, and marketing of maps provide an essential resource of income for communities living in mountain areas. However, the profits that indigenous people receive are low due to the complex topography, remoteness, and lack of infrastructure, among others. Communities that rely on income from utilizing one natural resource, like maps, are vulnerable to famine, inadequate health facilities, climate variability, and weaker social networks. As a result, understanding the biophysical and socio-economic context is essential to improve livelihoods and reduce poverty in rural households. The International Center for Integrated Mountain Development and national partners propose a project to intercede in the economic activity of poor farmers living in the Indo-Kush Himalaya region and evaluate the impact of maps. So, promoting sustainable practices and creating expanded networks improves people's welfare. The project shows an approach to implement sustainable livelihoods through MAPS economy activity. Rather than focusing solely on conventional interventions such as transfer of technologies and skills, the project focuses on building social capital and enhancing other assets to reduce adverse impacts of natural, economical, and sociological disasters. The project was implemented in Nepal and the states of India, Chhattisgarh, and Himachal Pradesh from 2005 to 2009. Different groups and organizations participate in each site to implement the project. Before the implementation of the project, there were some uncultivated areas, unorganized collectors, lack of technology, deficient marketing, and business platform. Once the project was implemented, it trained 1,070 people to have sustainably used the land, manage the commercially natural resources, and increase the income. The project improved the value chain consisting of production, domestication, sustainable harvesting, processing, packaging, cooperative development, enterprise development, and marketing of maps for the rural communities. The approaches consisted of first, training the farmers to develop the skills and knowledge of maps on the value chain. Second, the project supplied with quality planting materials to the communities, giving more than 25,000 seedlings and seeds and other tools. Third, participants receive support for community-based businesses development and machinery and other technologies for processing, grading, packaging, and extracting oil and essence from plants and seeds. Finally, the most important was the establishment of producers' cooperative to facilitate marketing and avoid reliance on a mediator. The new business skills enhance the negotiating power, trading and network, and as a result the marketing costs reduce, thereby income is higher. For instance, building social capital makes it possible to pursue shared objectives. So, improving the community's welfare and increasing adaptability was achieved by collective actions. The intervention of the different stakeholders help increase income and reduce poverty among project participants. Producers and collectors receive significantly higher prices for maps, and some products increase even 5 times the price. The study revealed through qualitative and quantitative data collected from group discussions and household surveys that the contribution of maps to household income increased in all 3 project areas: 21% Nepal, 15% Pradesh, and 19% Chhattisgarh, resulting in less economic vulnerability and enhanced livelihood options. It provides new employment opportunities in the different fields of the value chain. However, the results indicate that there was not a significant result for moving out of poverty in Pradesh. The reason why Chhattisgarh and Nepal achieved better results is because both were linked to other stakeholders. Those synergies with the government, the private sector, or NGOs influence policy and help develop a market network. In Chhattisgarh case, the link with other partnerships helped in developing improved infrastructure, which helped establish group certification and enhanced negotiating powers. In Pradesh, there was a low impact on the household increase because no such link was developed. The project did not create marketing opportunities, market linkages, either bargaining power. It just focused on providing training in growing organic products and producing organic compost, proving that if the project scope does not match the beneficiary's priority, the outcome may be affected, as happened in Pradesh. There is a social capital metaphor indicating that the people who do better are somehow better connected. A shift from low capital to a better income is a substantial shift that can be achieved when there is a cumulative asset. As shown, building a strong social capital promotes other assets to increase. Social capital and human capital do not exist in isolation from each other. They are linked in complex ways, and both facilitate access to broader sources like information and new technology. The social capital also allies with physical capital because of the acquisition of equipment, technology, and infrastructure to improve livelihoods. Also, people are more confident with their knowledge and their networks are higher, so they tend to diversify their activities using less their natural resources. Financial capital increases since working in the value chain is cost effective because of trust, reciprocity already exists, rather than investing the money in monitoring. Likewise, if there are more networks, employment could increase, so to the income. Applying the social capital framework allows any community to gain access to economic resources and other types of capital. Poor communities need different kinds of relationships at different levels, but it's also hard due to their geographic isolation. Comparing Nepal and India networks with other rural mountain communities, Kalahar Forest Reserve in the Philippines and Pienland in Vietnam, both also dependent on services of their natural resources, it is possible to see that they also have a strong bonding tie, since they share the socio-cultural factor, so the cooperation that exists between them is high. However, bridging and linking are the hardest to gain as it was for the HKH region. In both cases, they tried to extend their boundaries to access to external benefits, improving the relationship of informal and formal institutions and increasing the relationship with government and NGO. The goal is to achieve effective management of the collective resources, to acquire technology, skills for production, diversification, and marketing skills. For instance, as was mentioned, it is important to understand the social network and enhance each type of tie to correctly approach other communities.